ecstatic over the coming prospect of peace, everybody. I seen the white dove yesterday driving down the freeway. I was working on the freeway. I saw a white dove fly right at my truck. Yeah, beautiful white dove. When I stopped, I called my wife and I said, hey, I just saw a white dove fly at my truck, which is not a normal thing. It was just pure white, beautiful. Good possibility. I think this is the end of it, everybody. I think we're going to see peace on earth. So that is cool. I'm so excited for today being the end of the war. And we are in the midst of a once in countless generations of war actually ending without death and destruction of an entire people. So we are in great shape. This is a glorious day, everybody. A glorious day. I'm telling you, this is what I was witnessing last night. I'll go through and show you a few pictures as we go. But anyway, yeah, my hair's a mess. I mean, I sleep on the couch. I get home at 3:30 in the morning, and I'm tired. And yeah, I saw the white dove of peace. This is it, everybody. Good possibility. This is the end of the war that would have ended all of us, which is good because we need peace on earth. Thy kingdom come, thy will be done on earth as it is in heaven. Let's see if we can get a Trump-Putin update. It's over. The U.S. will pull funding for the war, and Zelensky will have to relent. He's not going to be able to get away with it much longer. And that is good. And we need the war to end. Check these pictures out. Check this out. Let me move out of the way. I'll try to just get out of the way so you can see this. Pretty cool, huh? So I was taking pictures of last night. Saw all kinds of cool stuff. Hey, the cookbook, right on. Good to see Lisa. I took some really cool pictures last night. I knew something was coming. Something was coming in the sky. This is what last night's pictures were all about. This is the end of the war, everybody. It's it. There'll be peace. Now, does that discourage the naysayers? Well, you know, Trump says he wants to see ceasefire and won't be happy if it's not today. 28 minutes ago, 35 minutes ago, 2 hours ago. So I got NBC. I don't usually go to NBC, but I'm going to go to NBC anyways. Let's see if anybody actually shows up there, Lisa, because I don't think there's going to be very many people show up today. This one's really, really pretty. I like this one. That's kind of a cool one. It doesn't do it justice, only seeing as much. I should actually show my wife these pictures because they're so beautiful. So beautiful. Yes. Peace on earth. Isn't it great? Isn't it? This is so cool. This is what I was taking pictures of, Lisa, when I was out there last night. I was like, hey, I saw a dove fly right at my truck. Head on to my big truck in the middle of the freeway. Here comes this white dove right at me. I'm like, this is the end of it. This is peace. It's finally here. They've already, more than likely, sacrificed the red heifer, because remember Netanyahu had 5 red heifers. His name's Yahoo, cowboy guy. Yeah, nice job, Netanyahu, whatever your name really is. They got the ashes for the red heifer, so we're at that point where the temple's going to be built, which is, you know, for those of us which are Christian, this is the temple. It's the time. Not the Mormon temple up on the mountain. I'm up on the hill. I get it, everybody. I know everybody wants to build their own temples. Yeah, so this is NBC. End of the war. It was U.S. against Russia. Everybody knows this, right? We're all on the same page, right? We understand it was America against Russia. NATO, U.S. It wasn't Ukraine against Russia. Technically, it was the U.S. against Russia. Even Trump has said it. You know, we didn't lose a single soldier. We didn't lose anybody in the fighting. They killed hundreds of thousands of Christian Russians. Muslim Russians. Okay, this is the expectations comes from the Ukraine war in Ukraine. It says Trump told. Hey, did you know that there's an alien signal coming every 58 minutes too? By the way, not the 44 minute, to every 44 minute, but there's also another one every day. Harold, I don't want to hear nothing from Central South America. You guys all be long haired too. You guys were all that way. It's the Catholic priests that went down there and told you guys to cut your hair. So and then Catholicism was wrong because they've killed millions of people. So the Romans took Passion of the Christ. Watch Passion of the Christ again. You'll understand the Romans stole Christianity. Thanks, Paul. Saul. The long hair of the wilderness, says Saul. Saul's a jerk. Saul was wrong. Gospel of Saul is crooked. Always has been. And you don't ever call anybody father here. You're ordered by Christ himself not to call anybody here father. Don't call anybody father or teacher, by the way. Parent teachers meeting. Who really runs this place? Christians, or are they Jewish? Are they Muslim? Are they agnostic? Who runs this place? Who said it? Teachers. Who said, well, we got a bunch of teachers in school. Christ said, don't call anybody else teacher. Don't call anybody father here. Oh, father. I'm sorry, father. Father Pedro. What's a pope? I'm asking for a friend. What the hell's a pope? A nun. I'm blown away with. Oh, this pope did this and said this. Christ never said that at all. Yes, there is. Biden was a warmonger. Biden was a part of it, just like some of the Fox News hosts would talk about, oh, we got to keep a war going. Well, Raytheon, Lockheed Martin's, skunk work stuff going. Money, 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 money. Dead human beings in a Slavic nation that will never come back again as anything other than a migrant haven because all the men are dead. And then Russia got rid of a lot of Chechens. A lot of Chechens died there. A lot of mercenaries across the world have died there. You're talking deaths in the millions there. They've eliminated a lot of the jihadists. They've eliminated a lot of the Christian radicals. They've eliminated a lot of the Muslim radicals, not just the jihadists. And they ended up killing a lot of the Call of Duty kids that loved Call of Duty that thought that Call of Duty was war, and they're dead too. The death toll you'll find out with Ukraine is going to include Poles, Czechs, Germans, again, World War III. I mean, imagine that, Germany. You did 2 of them, now you're back again. Anyway, we allowed Germany to get involved again in anything. Humanity should have the stupid stamp on their forehead for allowing the Germans to do anything again other than make bratwurst. But Germany isn't really Germany anymore, so it's mass migration in Germany. So, and it's not an Aryan race thing. It's the Nazis. The Nazis were about supremacy, not just about an ethnic. They were trying to grow a superhuman race to fight to conquer the world. That's what the Nazis were about. You think you didn't lose? We lost the Nazis. We never lost the Nazis. Look at the Canadian Parliament. They did 2 high Hitlers to the Nazis. So, and plus the Banderas were in Ukraine. But the death toll is what you got to think about. We're reaching death tolls of World War I in Ukraine and Russia alone. So, no, you cut my hair and you'll be damned to hell. So, no. Who the hell told you to cut your hair? Who was the idiot that told you to cut your... What part of society told you to cut your... God had your hair grow. Why does your hair grow? God created your hair. Like Moses. Just like your beard. Shave your beards, But you're supposed to have a beard. You're supposed to have hair. Or God wouldn't have put it there to grow. People are like, I got cut, look good. For who? For what? What society? God bless India. How's that sound? India should grow their hair too. Grow their beards. I watched some Indians in India watching Passion of the Christ. There was a reaction by Yeah, you should try it sometime, Amon. You should try to grow your hair. Watch Passion of the Christ too, just because you want to see what they did to the Lord and Savior. Like I said, God bless India. It's all about the hair with these, and you guys are not your ancestors, so good luck with that. I dealt with all your ancestors. My ancestors, cut your hair, they're all dead. Okay, they're all dead. They died. They had clean shaven, nice little suits, went to church every Sunday. They're all dead. They all died. Watch their kids tear their stuff up, destroy them. Nobody cares. Your hair grows for a reason. God put it on your head to grow. Well, no, that's not. You're supposed to. No. No. These bastards have been stealing all of our futures. I mean, it's called venture capitalism. Grow your hair to piss them off. Yeah, it is sweet Jesus. Christ is everything you ever wanted. And everything you're ever going to have. Because he is not what they told us. So get this. Attorney General Pam Bondi sent a letter to 33 governors. Christ is supposed to be 33. Message, maybe. But no, let's cut our hair all nice and shave our beards up and go walk around a bunch of suits like ducks in a pond. Ducks in a row while they go ping, 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 ping. Sanctuary. Jurisdiction policies. Okay. So mayors, this is county board members. Nobody cares. Everybody should be living like Christ. There should be no poverty. There should be nobody hurting. There should be no lands of the Lord. There should be no taxation. There should be nothing going on here but us. Because there's nobody here but us. It should just be us. I don't know, Michael C. What'd you stumble into? Big bullet dog shit is what most people stumble into when they believe half the stuff on this stupid news. Go to MSNBC. Go to NBC and try to find out what they say about the meeting with Trump and Putin. The first thing is about mayors are upset because it's out of control. You get shot in a city. It's like Mogadishu in America. The cities are like Mogadishu. They are. Somalia. Literally, it's Mogadishu. It's like downtown. It's like Bagram, outside of Bagram with the Taliban. That is America's cities. People are being stabbed, shot, raped, mugged, fentanyl, cartel members everywhere, gangs. America's a disaster. It's a joke. It's a bad joke on top of that. Mexico, God, don't get me started. I don't even talk about those guys. God needs to go down there and burn that place. It just needs to be it's corruption everywhere. The world's corruption. So anyway, this is not for any of you that are Satanists. So just if you're a Satanist and you don't want nothing to do with Jesus, if you have an ear for Christ and salvation, then you can stay. But if you don't, then don't stay. It's not worth it. Putin advised. Okay, here we go. 56 minutes ago. Putin advisor bullish on talks after encounter with Bear. Wow. Kirill Dmitriev. A Putin advisor who heads Russia's sovereign wealth fund posted a 13-second clip on X showing his encounter with a bear somewhere in the wild Alaska. Oh, man. Meaty bear in Alaska before the U.S.-Russian summit. Dmitriev wrote, adding a teddy bear emoji as a flourish. Hopefully a good sign, he added with a similar face emoji. No, best thing to do is to peace on earth. Peace on earth. That's it. That's what this is about. The bear and the eagle need to not fight. We need to end this stuff now. So congressional Democrats are introducing a joint resolution to terminate Trump's federalization of D.C. Metropolitan Police Department. Who cares? Really, D.C. is garbage. It's a District of Columbia. That's why it's called D.C. It's not a part of the United States. Yeah. 40s in Los Angeles with a massive object. This guy, yeah, I do. They actually did scramble fighters on that. So you guys, there's been another signal that they're talking about now that's come out in the news about a signal every 58 minutes, and this one's longer than the others. So not only do we have the 44-minute, or every 44-minute radio wave alien signal hitting the Earth, we also have another one that's every 58 minutes. So we're receiving two massive signals from space. This all started in 1977 when they had the WOW signal. Well, they set up communication back in the day. It was 74, I think they started sending communication. The guy that built this house actually worked for a 3-letter organization. I talked to his grandson, and they were doing the exact same thing. This guy was sitting here listening for alien signals. His grandson, said he worked for somebody. He built this house and painted the house blue, and he put up all of his radio signal communications for space. And he put dishes all over the roof, and he was listening for alien communication. And I bought the house after he died. Yeah, probably do, Michael. There's probably a lot of feds here. I think I remember you. Were you in the brown tent at Woodstock? The circle of life, I doubt you're even commenting, nicely. I wouldn't attend Woodstock. I'm a Christian. I'm with Christ. I mean, back in the day, I was a metalhead. I don't go to Woodstock. I mean, Jimi Hendrix, yeah, along the Watchtowers about the Joker and the Thief with Christ. They were crucified on the 2 other crosses. The ones that had their shins broke. But I wouldn't be a part of it. I grew up with the Vietnam vets. My dad's a Vietnam vet. I wasn't in Woodstock. I don't believe in hippie free love. I believe in one of flesh, marriages forever. I'm a very staunch believer in that. And I don't, what they did, the hippies did to us after they were done, my generation, Generation X, was inconceivable. We raged against the machine. They pretended. We actually fought back. We were not going to be bridled into this clean-cut aftershave, suit and tie wearing, or the hippie weirdos that ran around bell bottoms that got on drugs, dope, and then eventually ruined most of our childhoods because they were a bunch of idiots. And then Vietnam destroyed my dad and his buddies because they had PTSD and they didn't know what it was. Nothing like seeing a man's head go through a window. That's one thing I enjoyed much as a child, watching my dad beat the hell out of people and talk about the war, and loads of fun. So yeah, I got a bone to pick with the baby boomer generation. But also, my dad's, the generation before World War II vets. I heard the screams at night of my Uncle Dave and my grandpa, World War II. My grandpa was wounded in the Philippines. Sergeant U.S. Army, and the abuse that was handed down to all of us. The infidelity was another big one, too, with my parents' generation. It was sickening, even with mine. I was tripping hard, and you talked me down. Well, good. Do you know what the circle of life is? I hope you understand that. Do you know what the circle of life is, bro? Because I know what the circle of life is. Everything here is in a circle. You're related to everything here. Even the trees. The grass talks. Yeah. It took them 2,000 plus years for science to figure out that you're related to the trees and the grass. They carry your DNA. Native peoples, most native tribes were telling them that from the beginning. Everything's in a circle. They're like, oh no, the world's flat till Columbus didn't fall off that edge. Yeah, I understand what that is. Your dad was a Navy flower. Yep, cookbook, the good old days. I'm actually, Flower, the reason why I'm supposed to be off hunting. This is my hunting season. This is the arrow of Apollo. I'm supposed to be hunting. That came from Sagittarius, the statue of Sagittarius, where Umamuma was come from Pegasus, which is the second Battlestar Galactica was Battlestar Pegasus, and the arrow Apollo is on the Sagittarius statue in Battlestar Galactica, and Sagittarius blood was on the arrow, and I'm going bow hunting, and this 3-eye atlas is actually from Sagittarius, and so is the 44-minute signals, both from Sagittarius. So yeah, and I'm supposed to be hunting, and my buddy, my coworker, is a flake. Absolute flake. He's got other things he's got to do. Couldn't cover for me at work. So I will remember that. I wanted some time with my wife. 60 hours a week, I wanted some time with my wife. Things are about to change here. Flower, the cookbook. I'm on the cusp of a major change. The devil piece is here. No, I never. I don't have much. I never have hallucinations. I've had amnesia once. I fell on a knife in my hand, skinning a deer, and a cat jumped up on my deer. I swatted it, and I fell down on the knife, and then I didn't recognize my baby and my ex-wife and her parents and any of them. 30 minutes of amnesia. That's the best trip you'll ever have. Um, well, if you got out of church today, hopefully you're spreading the word of Christ and not Paul or Peter's. Um, today is just a Thursday, so anyway, things are about to change exponentially in my life. Not the coming of a baby or a real major health issue. I already got that. This is a progressive disease I'm going to be dying of. It's a severe asthma. St. Pope Francis had the same thing that I got going on. Why can't you believe in God and aliens? Why, if you don't believe in God, then you don't believe in aliens. That's if you don't believe in God, you don't believe you God and aliens. This whole tech thing's understood now. You get it. It's God's tech. It's not their tech. It's God's tech. Man does nothing here. This is it. You're entering that phase where you're getting actual alien communication. They used to make the shows about, oh, we received a signal from and it's like they've been receiving signals. They've been receiving signals. That Paulina Luna's like, oh yeah, no, that Lizard guy put an N at the end of his name. This isn't alien tech that we're using. This is aliens that are here. These are angels or demons. That's what they are. They're either going to come here to destroy you, wicked, or they're coming here to fight the good. Guess we'll find out here if they tell us the truth here in November, October 29th. So it says, why did they believe in God and aliens? Believe in the creation theory. Earth was made 7 days, but what's a day to God? And, it's just a developing thing. It's just like you making a video game. It's like making an alternate world on a server, and you make Age of Empires. It's just the same type of thing. Anybody doesn't believe in God now, you're absolutely not paying attention, because you can create a world now in a software. You can create background actors. You do the main players, and they can matter, but the background actors just don't matter. Don't be a background actor, everybody. Okay? That's why you have to be wrote in the book of life. Oh, it is Friday there. Yeah, that's probably why. Yeah. Your Bible is only red letters. Yeah, you read Christ's words. You're supposed to spread the gospel of Christ. You can go back and read about the other commandments and everything else that's ever happened, and this begot Jacob, begot this and this. That's up to you. You can read all this stuff that's happened with Moses. You can understand. You can even go back to where the angels took the daughters of man as their wives, that rebelled against God. You can read about all that stuff. You go read about the book of Enoch. You can go through all that fun stuff. Have a blast. But it's Christ's words. Because that's the words of God fulfilled. He didn't change the prophecy, just like he said, but your ancestor ate manna in the desert with Moses and they're dead. I mean, they're just dead. That's what Christ said, not me. Christ said, go forth and preach my gospel, not Paul's. Not Paul. Paul was like herding cats. Paul the enforcer, Saul the enforcer. Remember that. Know what a Nexus proxy entity is? Ever hear of? No, I haven't. I have not heard of that. 9:15. So yeah, I don't know, Flowers 9:15. Aliens could be fallen angels. Aliens also could be the angels of God. They could be the ones coming back to Christ in the four directions to harvest humanity. When he says, Putin the sickle. Vladimir Putin, let's say Putin, and the hammer sickle from the Soviet Union. The vats are full. There's 9 billion people here. Everybody wake up. God bless India. No half monkey, half man. No, that's the half monkey, half man. Yeah, you could, there's some people have Neanderthal DNA. This is what happened. This is what they'll tell you too. So God created Adam. Adam's a turd bucket. Okay, Adam's a greedy little turd face that wouldn't take any of the other helpmeets that were created in the garden. These are other beings that look like humans, but they're not made in God's image. He wouldn't marry one of them. It wasn't a goat. Adam, why don't you take that goat over there and just have that as your helpmeet? No. So Adam wanted someone like him that looked like God. He's like, Father, you may be my image. I don't want to have a help monkey. And there was other races here. There was other beings that were created that were not in the image of God. They're made in the image of other stuff, like angels and all kinds of cool stuff. So he took the rib and he genetically created Eve, which before they're like, how did Adam make God make it rib and make Eve? Well, now we understand. It's just what they did when they swabbed you for COVID. You had your PCR test. They took your test. Well, they can make you. So it doesn't matter anymore. You're in the database. But there was other beings here, which we call the Neanderthals. And that's okay because it's okay. I don't know what, because it's a lie. All a lie. Yeah, it is. I am pulled at so grossly that it shows I phase bias. I am surrounded by an inversion flux effect. There is a massive phase base resonance network. Quantum manipulation has trumpeted scholar manipulation. Well, you're way out of my league. I just tell you, the air is full of radio waves called HARP. They're trying to sway with this Cylon technology. You got your Cylon right there. It's called a phone. It's your own personal professor, but it's a bot. It's a robot. It's a Cylon. You're surrounded by radio waves. You're surrounded by everything. There's no way to get away from it. It's across the air. That's why they took you off digital. They made you go digital instead of analog. The reason why Johnny 5, they can't understand why Jesus Christ is, but he said, don't forsake my Father. Christ was there in the very beginning, he'll be there in the very end. He's the Alpha, the Omega. He was with the Father, okay? He said, don't forsake my Father. Christ is our Savior. God is our Father. He said, I come to do the will of my Father, and he that does the will of my Father will be saved, okay? Remember that in your teachings. He is God in human form because he's the son of his Father, which is God Almighty. The beginning, he is him. He is God, the Word, everywhere, everything. Everything man doesn't do anything. God does it. So the alien beings coming here are of God, whether or not they were of the fallen angels, whether or not these are demons, whether or not these are God's angels coming back. They are of God. Everything here is of God. God does everything. He's everywhere. And native tribes believe that. That's why we believe that everything was alive. Even rocks were alive. Had asked permission to even move a rock. And I'm serious. That's the truth. Most tribes believed everything was living around them. Everything. It's all alive. This is his matrix. This is his computer board. You're in his game. You're in the book of life. If you're saved. But if you're not, you want to go do your thing, go do it, guys. Go do you. Okay? I can't trust what John wrote. He can trust believe what Jesus said. And you remember the four Gospels are basically trying to, it's a rendition of what they heard about what Christ said. Okay? Preach the four Gospels. Revelations, shut up, Paul. Saul, what have you done here, Saul? But remember when he said, give Caesar what's Caesar. What do you say of Caesar? Give Caesar what Caesar's and God what's God's. Yeah, I got to get sacrificed, idiot. I got to do this. I got to fulfill prophecy. And he's like, oh, what did you say about Caesar? And the Christians are like, oh, I can venture capital. Now, I can invest in real estate and hurt everybody. I can literally, oh, you're evicted today. Yep, my investments, how dare those people? Oh, I'm going to take, suck it. Profits from everybody, all the profits, without remorse. Christians do it without remorse. Without remorse, they don't care what they do to their brothers and sisters. I'm telling you, 90% of them, they call themselves Christian theology followers. That's what it's Christian values. I'm the Alpha, the Omega, the beginning, the end. What are you talking about a value? Oh no, judge everybody by their no. I told that to the Pharisees, not to you, idiot. That's what Christ said. That's what he's talking about. Why only? Why only know what Jesus said because of the apostles? If they are unworthy, they are unworthy. Do you understand how hard it was herding cats? Did you see what it was like trying to? Oh no, that's not you. No, I resurrected idiots. I'm right here. What's troubling you? Jesus left us the Nazareth. He wasn't the savior, and he didn't resurrect in 3 days. And he's like, you idiots. He said, fools. Don't call your brother a fool. I'm right here, and they're like, oh no. And he's like, look at my hands, morons. Look at the side, morons. It's right there. Did you guys dumb? Oh, you're right. Have you ever dealt with somebody that has the mentality from 2,000 years ago? You think that somebody's dumb back in the 1900s? Try 2,000 years ago. That's what Christ was dealing with. The apostles are morons, maroons. You're trying to get I'm the Savior, I'm the Lord, come here, sacrificial lamb doing the will of my Father, and there they are. The best of the best. But you got to remember in Judea, taxation, the tax collector was garbage pail kid. They were monsters. And the Romans were controlling Judea. The Romans were, and everything on your stuff, money, all your state houses, all your capitals, they got Roman pillars. And who took the Christian church? Rome. I ask you again, what is a nun? Who came up with that jackassery? Ah, it's Christian heritage. A pope did. What's a pope? Christ told you you're all equal. What's a pope? Oh, how dare you? This guy back. Why don't you pull out the body of the lady that's inside, lady of whatever, that's in a silver sarcophagus and say, oh, yeah, she's not corrupted. Christ. Yeshua. That's why there's no teachers, because it's Yeshua. Well, I got it. This guy is a prophet of God. No, he's not. The Catholics can knock themselves out all day long. Rome never left Judea. Rome never left the world. The emperor still rules. Nice job, Paul. He caused men to cut their hair. He caused men to cut their beards. He created a society. Long-haired, freaky people need not apply. Because look at my steeple. Look how big my steeple is. Do you realize the judgment upon the innocent that Paul did? Do you realize that? Does everybody see what Paul did here? Saul, the enforcer. And some people, if you say Paul, they're like, the great Paul. The Lord said, go preach my word, my gospel. Not yours, Paul. Oh, but no, we can't say anything. Why? Because the churches have killed millions of people, slaughtered them. Slaughtered them in the name of Christ. I told you, love your neighbors, you love yourself. Love your enemy. No, we can't have that because why? Christian theology. Christian values. Yes, must go to war. Nice job, Saul. Prove me wrong. You naysayers, prove me wrong. Well, he said something about a sword. And then there's the Caesar thing. Really? Is that what it was about? What the crucifixion was about? Caesar? Caesar's dead, idiot. What have you done, churches? The murdering, the massacring. What have you done to the innocent? Oh, we protected them. Where? Where? Well, we fed the hungry and the poor. And you agreed with governments. The Lord is your Savior. The Lord is, not you. You were supposed to have every man love each other. Every woman, every child taken care of. You idiot. But no, we came here. This country was founded by God. Manifest destiny, my son. Go forth. Oh, thank you, Father. Told you not to call anybody Father. Oh, but that guy there, he is Warren Jeffs. Yeah, he's a prophet of God. Did he die? Is he died and come back? Is what gives this man all? Because God speaks right through him. You wouldn't say that while he's taking a crap on the toilet, walking with a skid mark. Oh, that guy, yeah, he's of God. That guy there is an angel. Yeah, we're gonna trust him. No, the Lord gave you his gospel. And if you don't believe that, go away. Please go somewhere else. But if you got problems in your life, get this. The world is a lie. Stop it. You're hurting yourselves. Mankind is greedy, disgusting, and addicted, and that's all there is to it. None of these bastards should be followed, worshipped, or even put on a pedestal. Yeah, I said bastards. Because their father doesn't know them anymore. They threw him out the window. Oh, but what about transgender rights? Every breath you take here is about extracting maximum profits from you. How does that sound? You can't live here without so much as a buy or a leave. A buy or a leave. You got to pay them to breathe. No, I don't. I can breathe. See how long it lasts without paying them. You're not allowed to stand anywhere unless you pay them. Well, it's a public space. Try loitering and find out what happens. Lay down and they'll arrest you. Whose world is this? What church? The church of the wilderness. The wilderness. The wilderness. Not you, not your fake, oh, well, this guy's a prophet of God. I was in the ER with the same thing called a bronchial spasm as your Pope Francis was the same night, but I lived and he died. I got medical records to prove it. Same thing, bronchial spasm, both of us. Same thing. Ah, you calling yourself a pope? No, my Lord is Yeshua. Yeshua is my teacher. There's only one teacher, it's Yeshua. Oh, no, he's not. That Christ was a buffoon. You're the same people that put teachers in charge of our children. When Christ told you no one's a teacher here. None of you, anyways. And not to take an oath on anything. Well, I swear an oath to uphold the law. No, you just, that's the devil. You're swearing that oath, you're swearing an oath to Satan. Let's try to get down this. Yeah, Flower, you can, if Dutch, what's Dutch saying? Is it Dutch you talking to somebody else, or are we going to just ban? We're here to get rid of the unfaithful. Just, those that are wicked, you're going to get banned, which is good. Hammer, haircut, Edward's out of here. Don't ever come back. Get rid of this guy. He's a bastard too. I think you got rid of him already. You get rid of that. Edward's got to be. This guy's got to. Roscore is gone. Yeah, get rid of him. Let's see. If God loves all the children, why does he have fences and gates? Well, I'll tell you why. Because the greedy, monstrous bastards, which is about 99% of mankind, greedy, predatorial bastards, wolves, they love wolves. Wolf lovers are wolves in sheep's clothing. Those ones you believe that are nice are wolves inwardly, all of them. It's the last days. Where these people coming from? The internet is full of loonies. I should have actually told this guy. Same with Dutch. See if Dutch is delusional too. Dutch random. If you're calling me delusional, I have proof you don't. Your world is a lie. I'm richer than you by millions and millions and millions of dollars. Your world is garbage. It's all a lie. So if you think I'm delusional, I'm richer because I died and came back. October 7th, not January 3rd, 2006. Not 2023, though. But it doesn't matter, Dutch. Because I'm not here for you. That's okay. You go do yourself. You go do you, dude. I like to look up some people because it's just because I want to see these people are yeah. Let's see who you are. Day of Peace. Day of Peace. Today was such a good time. Such a good place. Yeah, I don't care my location. It doesn't make a difference. Anyway. Yeah, I'd get in the comments. They'd ruin everything. I should have saved a few of the other people that are commenting. Today's a great day, and we got to be happy about it. Got to be happy about it. But as far as the commenting, it's ridiculous. One of my dogs barking. We'll see if we get an update. I got to get out of here in a bit, but you got to see that. I can't even find Dutch Random. I can't even find you. Can't even find him. I don't know, Mike. So where do people get a spinning ball solar system inside of the Milky Way of a universe from the Bible? I don't know. I don't know where they get that from. That seems something I haven't seen yet. I don't know. I know that we're receiving. We are actually receiving alien communication every now 58 minutes. Another one. Yeah, Dutch Random is hard to find. I can't find him anywhere. So if you can't find the guy, well, I see some of the other bad comments too because do I think I have an answer? Yeah, I have an answer to that. You got Edward? Okay. Space is mainly fake, but there is a heavens up there. Christ loved watching the heavens. Anyway. Yeah, I can't find these guys. So, let's go back to Putin Live. I was supposed to be hunting, but one of the people that I know couldn't fill in for me. Thanks a lot. Oh, I got a doctor's appointment that day. Was it last 10 hours? Doctor's appointment was an hour-long thing. I requested this day off in advance, quite a ways back, and notified ahead of time. But I can't. I'm not allowed. I'm not allowed to have a day off. But that's all about to change pretty quick, I think. It's not me. It's God. It's not me that does this. God's doing this. So things are going to change in my life, and that's what's cool. But then again, I'm working for salvation for the lost sheep. So Bondi threatens legal action against 33 sanctuary jurisdictions. I did not come here to this ABC News. I looked up the Trump-Putin meeting, and I got all this other nonsense on the great day of peace because the Demtards don't want nothing to do with anybody having peace because they're all in it with the rhino Republicans. They're all in it together for war and blood and death, and they don't care. They're all inside investors. They're all venture capitalists in their own little ways, and that's what's destroying America. Venture capitalists. And these idiots don't want Trump to sign peace because that will affect their stocks, and they have to have something else to invest in if they lose their Raytheon, Lockheed Martin, all these other stocks they have. If they lose them, Putin stops the war, it's over. And Russia and Trump stops the war, they lose all that. Every missile fired, they're making money off of. Hillary Clinton makes offer to Trump ahead of Putin summit if truce is reached. Now, here's unexpected offer. They have the goods on all these neocon old people that have made this world a nothing but a lie, motivated by fake cash that has nothing backing it, and they've raged across the planet, murdering millions of people in the name of Satan. What we know about Trump's meeting with Vladimir Putin in Alaska, well, we need to know more. We need Vlad to go there and say no more, and Trump to say no more. We draw the line where we're at. And to tell Zelensky we're not giving them any more because the U.S. gives the directions, the coordinates to blow up Russian soldiers. That's the facts. Everybody here is guilty of murder that backs this war. You're guilty of murder. Well, that's war. No, it's not. Thou shalt not kill times 1,000. Well, they told us it's murder in church. No, it's if you even harm a child here, you're done. And there's a guilty sitting in the back seat of a van that shoots up an entire complex. You're just as guilty as the guy that pulled the damn trigger. You're still going to be judged for that. Story on 9/11. Yeah, but it's a decision. It was demolition. Yeah, but that's 9/11 was a inside job. They know that. Tower 7, Building 7, whatever. The Pentagon was already investigating the $1 trillion loss. $1 trillion mismanaged. You looked up just days before the 9/11 attack happened. Welcome to the Bush, the Dick, and the Collins that took you to the Iraq, Afghanistan, and technically Syria. We funded and killed that with the same jihadists we fought in Afghanistan. Welcome to Jihadi John, news break. This has all been orchestrated by these people, Hillary Clinton, the rest of them. And 9/11, there's all the gold's gone out of the Twin Towers. I mean, the Pentagon, the Navy was doing the research on the $1 trillion missing, and they flew an airplane that nobody really knows is even there still. I didn't witness an airplane crashed into it, and it smacked right into that. Same with the other building was some kind of credit building or whatever that fell, Tower 7 or whatever. It's all a lie. It's a scam. They need to reset the economy just like what Biden and Clinton and all the rest of these people did. They opened the borders and brought in 50 million people, legal and illegal, to drive up the housing market to cause strangulation on all of our goods and services. 50 million people pooping in a sewer, breathing air, eating food, driving a car. And that was to cause exactly what we're having happen now. That's where they bought up all the real estate, they bought up the houses, they bought up all the apartments. And then you have these jackholes that are called the upper 10% that are investing in the raping of their brothers and sisters and calling themselves saved. And it's going to be judged. It's going to be over. Yeah. Yeah, that's another one. Yeah, the Watergate thing, too. I heard about that. Then they burned that, too. Yeah, there was a thing going on in the county department. They were after $1 trillion. You look it up. 900-something billion dollars was missing from the Pentagon just before this happened, like days before. The military-industrial complex was being investigated for missing money unaccounted for. They couldn't account for it. Well, then we get into this big greater Israel deal and the wars in the Middle East that we're having right now. Technically, what's going to happen is when Netanyahu gets done massacring everybody they can massacre, because remember they have the red heifers. They're going to build a temple. They couldn't build a temple. It took 2,000 years to get the red heifer, at least 2,000 years. They got them. They burned them. Now, if they burned them, they got the ashes. They can now build a temple. But Netanyahu's warring with everybody while all this Ukraine war is going on. And that's why they attacked Ukraine, was because their goal was Syria, just like I said in previous broadcasts. I have them saved. I said their goal is Syria. They did exactly what they did. They got the Russians into Ukraine to massacre the Ukrainians, which were Azov battalion Nazis anyways. They're happy with it. You look at the two guys they applauded in the Canadian Parliament who were Nazis, Bandera Nazis. There are two standing ovations for a Bandera Nazi in the Canadian Parliament. They got the Russians in there, slaughtered them, slaughtered their Wagner group, killed the Wagner group. The colonel or whatever in the Wagner group was shot down out of a helicopter. They got the Chechens slaughtered there, lost all the Chechens, and then they took out Syria within weeks. That's what their goal was. Now they got Syria taken out. Now they're going to go after Persia. They want Persia. They want Gaza, which they're already doing. They've killed untold amount of Christians there, children, everything else. Then they're going to go north into the West Bank. Near the West Bank, they're taking over the West Bank, although completely taken over anyways. It's already gone. They're going to move north into Hezbollah territory, destroy Hezbollah. That's what the pagers were about. They're going to have all that. Israel is on the move, taking over territory, and to get the Russians, because the Russians saved Bashar al-Assad. Why we watched Muslim jihadists, the same ones we fought in Iraq and Afghanistan, eating the livers and hearts out of dead Syrian children, soldiers, young men. And that was what their goal is. So when Netanyahu's done, this war with Russia will end. That's the way I see it. I see what Netanyahu's doing. I know he has the red heifers. I know he burnt he has the ashes. I know he's going to build the temple. I know all about this stuff. Anybody with half a brain looks it up can see it. All arrows point to Netanyahu in this. And as far as Putin's concerned, I'm not sure Putin's even real. I don't know if they've already replaced him, if it's a body double or what. They could have changed everything in him. We don't know if Putin's actually Putin. I mean, you're dealing with deep fakes and genetic manipulation. You don't even know. Putin and them guys fighting in Syria, they said, we got super soldiers here. They're not human. They said it on the news, the Russian news. They said, we're killing soldiers, super soldiers in Syria that are not human. Hybrids. Besides, Vladimir Putin said he had the cure for cancer coming out in September, and so did Joe Biden, and they both died. Yeah, and Christ said, he said those that think they're Jews, but they're not. Let's see, the red heifer is actually for those who have touched the dead. Yeah, I know about that red heifer, as it took 2,000 plus years to get one, and they got 5. It really shows what's really going on here. The Israeli lobby is so huge. It's mind-blowing. Mind-boggling how deep Israel goes into the U.S. You're talking lawyers, senators, even, he goes to Rabbi Smearson, he goes prays over Rabbi Smearson's sarcophagus, Smearson, what his name is. They think that's Christ. That's what the old-time Jewish rabbis believe, that's probably going to be the Christ they're trying to milk out of the ether. So, just like the rabbi told Benjamin Netanyahu back in the 80s, he said, you're not doing enough to bring about the Messiah. They believe the Messiah comes every generation. He's a Jew. That's why they killed and crucified Lord Yeshua, because they thought they still call him a buffoon, a trickster, a liar, a clown. That's still, every day. These guys don't believe in Christ. They think he was just an ordinary Jew. I mean, literally, his first girlfriend, he was in the town of Bethany, and my first girlfriend was Bethany. I mean, I understand the guy. Trust me, I know. You're calling yourself Jesus? No, I'm not calling myself much at all. I'm just trying to explain the facts to you. Those that believe in Netanyahu still is out of your mind. That man's going to die. He's mortal. Oh, please answer, Peter. Peter, hey, you in hell again? No, I haven't been. When I went to hell in my dream was Then earlier this week, that was this would and Peter, this is true. Literally, this is what hell looks like. So in hell, the ground is so the sky here is light with the sunset. Okay, the clouds are lit up. In hell, the ground is lit like that, and the sky is black. It's the craziest thing you ever seen. The sky is pitch black, absolute blackest night you could ever see. But the ground's lit up like this, so you can actually walk in hell. You can, but it's all these mazes. So when you have these, good point, Peter. When even though your name is Dick, that's what the name Peter's about. That's why they call it Peter, is because get behind me, devil. I'm just saying. That's just throwing it in there. I'm not Richard. I'm Rick. So it's not Ricky. It's Ricky. It's not Richard. So I can't be called Dick. But William could be someone. You can wander through hell, and it's going to be a maze of everything in your subconscious, everything that you can't understand, where you're lost or you're confused, or the ground's like this. It's like a torturous acid trip is what hell is. Yeah, I think Peter was talking about that. Like I was in hell, because I did say I was in hell. I visited, Christ visited, Christ went there. Funny thing, I was looking for my ex-mother-in-law. I told my daughter about this. I was actually looking to, yeah, tell him, make sure, but if he's being a bad guy, then we'll just get Peter out. I think Peter left anyways. Everybody's got these Christian names like Peter and Peter. They believe Peter. He said, "Get behind me, devil." Christ did, not Rabbi Schmearson or even Saul. It was Christ said, "Get behind me, devil," to his own apostles. Anyway, hell is your worst nightmares that come true. My ex-mother-in-law died on I-15 or on Highway 56 due to an illegal alien had been deported, rolled his truck in the middle of the road. Called one of his buddies. And probably another illegal alien has been deported 4 times. Gave him a ride, left the truck in the middle of the highway. My ex-mother-in-law was a nurse. She was driving in a fog. I was going to go out there hunting coyotes in the morning. I would have found the truck before she did, but I decided to drive home. I'd been at a girlfriend's house in Parowan. He still needs to answer. Yeah, he needs to, but I think he's gone. I think he left Flower. Remember, the lilies and the flowers is not toiling everywhere, yeah. He's probably being, he might be referring to you in hell again because of the background. I think that's what he's talking about, Peter. Anyway, so she died. She was hit by another family going to church on Sunday morning, a polygamous family. Going to church, hit him, killed her, hit the truck. And in my dream, I was trying to find her. And I was in hell, and the world was steep. But the oak brush, there was like oak and manzanitas and rabbit brush, or no, they call it a bitter brush. But the ground was lit like this, bright, but the sky was as dark as night. It was night. Kind of like sandy ground. And I was trying to find her, and my ex-wife and her crew, her people, were trying to stop me. They were trying to confuse me, and I was looking for her. I went into that dream state looking to pull her from hell, apparently. I mean, I didn't orchestrate the dream. It was a dream that I was given in the night. Well, it's called daytime anyway, I was sleeping. My goal was to save her from the place where the souls go. It's just underneath it. It's not like a million miles away. It's just in the next board. There's another board inside there. The Earth's this and that. No, the deeper you dig it, the hotter it gets. Just put that. It's because the magma core. It's magma. So it'd be like the lake of fire, hell you're talking about. Where's hell at? Well, there's your answer. Just saying. Forever in the lake of fire. I gotta. The reason why I gotta check the comments too, because we've ran a lot of people off, but I'm glad that if the people are that rude, we want to get them out of here anyway. Um, Soon, Trump to arrive in Alaska on high stake. Okay, well, let's do the radio signal. Every 58 minutes. This comes from AI overview. A mysterious radio signal has been detected repeated every 58 minutes, puzzling scientists. They sent out the message. What were they? Oh, we received the signal back. Now it's not just one, it's two. Oh, wait, it's three. Does the general public know about your signals there? Scientists that are puzzled? I am puzzled. I got a scientist right here. It's called a phone. Yeah. The signal name ASKAP J1935 plus 2148 comes from a source located in deep space and has a longer period than any similar signal previously observed. The signal switches between three distinct three distinct emission states: bright flashes, weak pulses, and a period of no signal. This discovery is significant because the signal's characteristics don't align with current understandings of neutron stars or white dwarfs. The likely source: it's unusual for a neutron star to spin this slowly, and the white dwarfs are not known to produce such radio signals. So when was this heard about? When did a strange signal that repeats every 54 minutes now? I thought we was looking at 58. So we got a problem. Every 44 minutes, a signal from deep space reaches Earth. We've been receiving, this comes from 2023, we've been receiving radio signals every 22 minutes. Yeah, there's actually shows where they receive a signal from space. And it's like first contact. I don't know what I call it, but I'd call it a, honey, we need to pay more attention to what's going on around here, because somebody knows something and they don't care what they're doing to all of us, why they're extracting maximum profits from every living human being on planet Earth, and nobody's doing anything about it. Why are the rich getting richer than everybody else? Why are they digging bunkers? I just gave you 3 examples. Do you need a 4th? Oh yeah, here comes an interstellar object. And this one isn't Pegasus, by the way. They call that'd be exactly what I'd expect these people to call something. Ah, it's an interstellar object. It's called. How about 3-Eye Atlas? Are you the same puzzled scientist named that stupid thing again too? This is another dumb idea. And it's alien technology, not an alien ship. Could be alien technology. So let me get it straight, scientists that are puzzled. If you call it alien technology, it doesn't seem like an alien ship's coming now, does it? Now, if you said there's a possible alien ship coming in, the post-pandemic population would go, wait a minute, I gotta check my Snapchat. Oh, did you say alien signal? Ship? I was worried for like that second. Sorry, what was you saying again? Oh, yeah, there's an alien ship coming. It's not technology, it's a ship. Okay. Sorry. I should be concerned. I gotta see what's going on with my grandchild. I wonder what happened to him. I think he fell and hit his face. Oh. Love you. Love you, Grandma. You want me standing up here? You want to do that? Give it toys. Give it toys. Say no toys. He's tired. He's tired. I thought maybe he bumped his head or something. I gotta get this ready. Anyway, I'll show you guys two antlers I found last weekend. Check that out. Oh yeah, let's get this. These things are cool. No, it's been about 2 weekends ago. Grandchild's pissed, by the way. Let's try this. You guys see it. So anyway, I found this set of bull elk antlers. I'll be hunting these elk probably. I might hunt them Sunday. I don't know, but I found these out there, western Utah. Pretty cool. I got a whole pile of antlers over there. Boy, he is mad. He is really, really mad. Anyway, so there's stunning. This is crazy. Every 44 minutes, every 58 minutes, or 52 minutes, whatever. Then you got every 22 minutes. You're already receiving alien signals. So, what are you telling me is different? Well, I'm just explaining the fact that whatever they're doing, they're extracting maximum profit from all of us. The rich boomer generation is eating the young. Generation X is trying. They forgot about Rage Against the Machine, and now they're joining the venture capitalist supposed Christians in suffrage of humanity, sucking the life out of every living human being that's in the let's just say 80 percentile of Americans are suffering. And India is being pulverized along with Canada, along with Europe, and nobody deserves this. Nobody on planet Earth. We all need to stand together and once and for all drop the nonsense. Show the U.S. currency, fiat currency, that your money is worthless if you can't lift up the poor. If the last isn't first and the first isn't last, nobody should go unsheltered. Nobody should go homeless. Nobody should ever worry that, we're going to lose your job. You lose everything, because I put in million hours or whatever. I don't know how many hours. My life has been nothing but work. And at any moment I could take a misstep and lose everything. And that's not fair to the American worker. Not at all. It's not fair to the Indian worker in India, not fair to the Canadian worker or the Russian or anybody else. We all need to have a come to Jesus moment. And I think if Hindustan gets together with Christ, if India, they're going to pulverize you. They are going to rip you to pieces. All the scams you ran, your scam operations where they call people and get their money and all that's going to come back on Hindustan. It's God's judgment. And what I say for India today is to turn to Christ. He's everything you could imagine. He's not with the system. He's not at all. He's alive today. He's alive. He's living. He resurrected. And if you live like Christ, the world comes to a screeching halt as far as venture capitalists' greed. So if you see people that get greedy, no human, no living animal, we should be taking care of everything here. You have one shot on this earth to make it right, okay? In order for the rich to be rich, they have to take from the poor. That's just facts. It's all about supply and demand. There's only so many dollars. They say too many dollars facing too few goods. Well, the way they fix that is by immigration. So the way they fix that is, well, if we got inflation's coming up and we're not making enough money, we can't charge $500,000 for an average house that's out of reach of the average worker in America. 80% of the population and 90% can't afford to buy a house, can't afford to pay rent, working 2 to 3 jobs. The family's destroyed on purpose. Stop producing kids because we want to replace you with easily manipulated people, with our oligarch banksters and venture capitalists and BlackRock and all the other Vanguard, whatever's going on. These people are doing. They have to bleed the people in order to stay rich. It's just facts. One man has to have more than the other in order for the one man to be wealthier than the other. It's called capitalism. The more I get from you, the less you have. You have these men that hold most of the wealth in the entire world in the hands of just a few people. They have all the money. This isn't working. And still the people don't revolt. Kind of strange, isn't it? The entire world is under hyperinflation by the rich. And they're not burning the streets down. They're not in mobs in the streets demanding Boston Tea Party dressing like Native Americans. Interesting, isn't it? Well, we got war. We got transgender rights. We got all this stuff going on that takes the attention away from where the people are supposed to be uniting. Every country. Stay in your country. But every country needs to be uniting together and saying, we are done with the rich, with the banksters running this world. They are not worth the life of one innocent person or the suffrage. But yet we allow millions to suffer on a daily basis. There's enough land in every country for everybody to be free. No man nor woman should work 60 hours a week and not live like a king. Doesn't matter you're flipping a burger, because we found out what the essential workers were worth during the pandemic. This is your proof. During the pandemic, an essential worker is called essential. They should be paid more than anybody else in the workforce. But no, a tech guy, girl can sit in a computer. I'm moving rich man's money. Shut the essential work. Oh, we'll bring in migrants to do your job. Call H-1B visas. We do it already. You migrants got to stop this too. But you're making yourselves rich by sending your money back home. Nothing like going to Alaska to work in the oil fields or on a fishing trolley and taking all that money back to the lower 48 and living like a king. That's what's happening here. All migrants that come here should be returned. Why? Because make your country better. You don't flee your family. You don't walk away from your children. We shouldn't be doing any of this. None of this should be happening. The wealth of the earth is huge. Huge. But the rich man owns it. Why? The police. I swear an oath. The army. I swear an oath to uphold. That violates Lord Yeshua, Jesus Christ. You are violating Jesus Christ by making an oath on this place. Facts. Yeah, shut those. See, that's why India is going to get punished. It's a scammer from India. It's a scammer from Africa. You're going to witness God's punishment on a scale never seen before. India, Pakistan, Africa, wherever your scam things are, South America, wherever you scammers are at, you are going to see catastrophic, I mean catastrophic revenge by the Father himself this time. You don't believe me? Get ready, Buttercup. You've done these to people. You've hurt people. No, you're out of here. You scammer bastards, wherever you're at, the Lord's coming for you. The Lord himself and God the Father makes everything go round and round in this place. You know I'm right. Well, maybe that's this is YouTube services. You got communications from angels, possible angels coming from the four corners. Possible angels. Incoming angels. And they're coming for all you wicked. And all you that think that you're with the Lord. And all of you that think that you're with God. Stop all your stuff. Stop it all. Pray. Repent. It's the easiest thing ever. Repent. Repent. You rich men, instead of giving to somebody on the side of the road, you have the money to build a place for them to live. You rich men, you Richmond, north of Richmond, you own the world's wealth. You can house all these people. Trump can stop the drugs. That Claudia Scheinbaum, that's what her name is, Alvaro or Jimenez, it's Scheinbaum, of course, is a Mexican president. Nothing to do with Mexico, not even a Mexican last name. She can shut the cartels down, we stop all the drugs. And then see what these people do when they can't get drugs. And then watch the children of God come back, those that gave up. Those that said, I can't make it here anymore. It's suicide. You realize how many people you're killing through suicide, depression, and drug addiction because of your systems? Rich men. I mean, literally, it takes 2 minutes to look up who owns the wealth. It's not the people. It's not the majority. It's them. And the end goal of them owning the wealth is distraction, destruction, lies, cheating. Everything else. My wife just left. So now we get war, peace. So they can stop blaming and lying. Let's put the last first, shall we? Let's put the last first before the angels get here. We have enough voice if it's us together. Well, I'm this and I'm that. No, you're just all human beings trying to survive. Every one of us should wake up in the morning and know that it's going to be okay. Not a single person left behind. Every single one of us, all 8 billion of us, should know that we are taken care of. But we can't afford that. Yeah, because the rich man has it all. The hedge funds have it all. The liars have it all. The bettors on Wall Street. They have it all. If we stop all the wars, we can take care of the poor. Why should anybody here on this planet, we still have enough resources for every living man, woman, and child? It's all about the money. Judgment's coming. Some quicker than others. And they're going to beg and they're going to cry and say, I'm sorry, Father. I didn't know. And the Father's going to say, the Lord himself can look at you and go, you knew. Yeah, you all knew. You was a child once. Unless you're the devil's spawn, of course. But you all knew. You all knew from day one. You're not your stupid ancestors. You new generation after the boomers and these people that went through the 40s, you're all new. You're just new and you're just acting like them. You're following greed. There's no reason for that. Oh, the first socialist government, socialism. So, yeah, man's construct. Both of them. No, shut up, you chalk powdered more. Oh, wait, no, let's see what chalk powder looks like. Don't ban him for a second. I want to see what chalk powder looks like. No, I have to work because I'm forced to work because of your bastard masters. You're bastards. It's you. It's your government. It's your old dead men that you think that you are them. You could die tomorrow and you're going to be screaming to God saying, save me, and he's going to say bullshit. What was his name? I will look up that guy. Dan 11. That's why I'm a communist? Okay. Let's see, what was that other guy? What was the other guy's one? Chalk powder. Okay, I want to check out chalk powder on YouTube. Let's see if we can find a chalk powder, shall we? Let's see what this guy that talks about what the hell is this? Oh, it's an ad. Chalk powder. Right? Let's see what this idiot has. You have to work. A man that has to work. Yeah, well, I have to work is because you built this system. You're old bastard money men that would eat your liver did this system. And your money ain't worth shit just like my money is, and you're pandering to this. You have to work for money. Chalk powder. I didn't put chalk power play. I put chalk powder. I want to see his stupid ass YouTube page. You're the one talking about this. I don't know if they even got chalk powder. What's your handle there, chalk powder? You moron. So sick of these people. You're a man talking about this, and he's got to work for a living. Yeah, I got to work for a living. I do. Because of your system, your lovers, your play, rock and roll fantasy, your movers and shakers. It's you and your people that does this. We all have to suffer because of you, because of your beliefs. You can't live in this place without working. You can't find chalk powder. I can't find your dumb channel. You have to name it something stupid like chalk powder. And the man comes out and has to go work for a living. Why don't you pay all of our bills, chalk powder? Why don't you pay our bills, chalk powder? Why don't you go out there and work 6,000 hours a freaking month just to pay us? Wasting my time on a man that won't even speak up against the system. They're all dead, chalk powder. All your heroes are dead. Everybody here that's dead inside, they're just dead. Money kills everybody, destroys everybody. It rips their hearts out. Men are full of nothing but filth and lies. No men are getting into heaven unless they turn to Christ. Can't even find you. Why? Because there's a bazillion chalk powders out there. What kind of idiot deals with chalk powder? I can't find you, bro. Just want to look at your Facebook. Not even worth it. Well, I can't click his name because on this it won't allow it. Yes, if I even go, he's got a blank. Channel activity, maybe I could do that. Nowhere land. It has no subscribers. Yeah, you're right. Good idea there. Nowhere. Well, this is what you guys get. If they want to come here and say stupid stuff, I'm just going to go ahead and check it out. Nowhere land. Well, you can't. Everybody's got nowhere land. Oh, he's taking everybody else's stuff. Nowhere land. So it's this rapper girl. I guess it's Icon World. It would nowhere land. The person that did this named this after that. You can't even find it. Can't even. Says his nowhere land joined 1 year ago. No subscribers. Channel activity. Can't even find it anywhere. So there's when I go to nowhere land, I can't even freaking find it. This guy's nowhere land at the blank. So he's got nowhere land. He combined nowhere and land to put it together in one word. And got and this is okay to go do this to these people. They has no channel. I'm done. I can't take it anymore. Yeah, I came here for a good talk and wasted my day, and I'm just tired. I gotta go to work, and I'm not gonna answer the questions anymore. Flower, I'm probably gonna just what I'm gonna do in the future is I'm just not even gonna read the comments. It's just it gets us off track. That's all they do. Because they commented something stupid. Says the man that has to work for a living. We all have to work for a living. That's why, Efer, if you comment something stupid, you need to be looked up too. Why would people not to have a channel, 17,000 views, one show, 2,000, 4,000, 10,000 views, doing this for 2 months, pretty much relentlessly now live. You would want to go to that person's channel. If they're going to comment something stupid, you go to their channel, see who they are. You got people that have like 35 views and they're commenting nonsense, trying to distract. These are trolls. They're doing that. I'll go to their channel every time. They need to be gone to. That's what people that do YouTube videos or Facebook videos or shows, they don't go to these people that are doing this stuff and see who they are. Like if I go to Nowhere Land and I seen who the person was, I can say, what are you talking about? Usually it's like it's devilish music. It's dancing. It's some satanic cult-like thing. We had one group that was like literally insane lunatics that was commenting. No, let's go to you. Let's go to you. Let's go to you, because Efer, you joined 13 years ago. The guys, he didn't say that as other to be a distraction. Efer being nosy. Efer, I can't see your channel. I can't see you. I mean, you guys want to be exposed. You want to start saying stuff. He said something that's true. That is a distraction. He's trying to cause trouble. Just like you backing him, you're trying to cause trouble. Don't come here. Don't come here. But then you want to sit there and put stuff up. I'm going to put Efer foot operated portable. So what are you doing? Efer, I don't see it. You've been here 13 years. You guys want, oh, there you are. Okay. You want to come on here and be rude and say stuff about me, I'm going to go to your channel. I'm going to go to your channel. Literally. What is this, Efer? Let's do this. Let's have some fun with this, okay? What is this? You come to my channel. This is you. 17 hours ago, you got 3 views, 11 views. Oh yeah, no, definitely not afraid to shoot. What is this? You're playing these games. You're playing a game. You're playing a game. Yeah, you're playing a game, bro. Playing a game. Playing a game. Playing a game. Playing a game. Oh, there, you got a video here. Bro, 8 years ago. What are you doing? What are you doing on my channel? You want to come to my channel? Go to your channel. Got any more comments? You got any more comments, bro? Let me go through yours. Let me put you on display. Look. Look. He's not commenting nice. He's not here to be friendly. Look at that, bro. What, you want me to comment on you? You want me to go to your channel and say something? You want me to go to your channel and start saying shit? You guys need to quit it. Well, why are you commenting against him? I'll tell you why I'm commenting against him. Because he came here for nefarious purposes, just like you did. Get the hell off my channel. What, I get 17,000 views. You get dick. I'm tired of you guys. Go away. You did nothing. This is why I can't do this, Channel Flower. It's why I can't do this, Channel Flower. I can't do this with these people. Look at him. He's got video games. That's what he does. That's who he is. How come you're saying stuff against him? He's reporting the truth. Oh, let's conform. Let's all conform, and the rich guys are rich, and we're happy. I'll do videos from up on top of the mountain. I'm out of here. I got to go to work. I'm sorry to all you, the fellowship. I'm sorry that I'm losing my cool. I'm losing my cool. But every time that I go to these guys, I find an ether. And they get on here, and instead of turn their back against Satan, they're marching with him. They're marching with him. They have the world open to them, true salvation open to them. And here they are. Video game, yeah. My name's Ephra. I'm 12, maybe 13. What have I done with my life? How many times have I lifted somebody up? How many times have I maybe saved somebody from thinking about suicide, saying this is all a joke? Stop hating yourself. Stop it. And then the devils come. And he's just saying what the truth. You're here saying, stop answering to money. We all got to work, idiots. Ephra and your other buddy, we all got to work. We're all slaves. But you're not even old enough to know anything about this place. You haven't been here long enough. Once you're here long enough, you understand what's going on here. They are stealing everything from us. And if we don't unite against them as a world, then we are going to do the exact same thing as our ancestors. We're going to make the rich men rich. And that's it. That's all we're going to do. The rich and powerful own this place. We have a chance. But judging by Ephra and his buddies, there's no chance. There's no chance. Post-pandemic Ephras. This is what we get. Post-pandemic men in their basement with the weird beard playing video games. We have a chance to change this world. But I guess not. Yeah, the rich and powerful own this place. They rule this place. Pay homage. I can't do this, Father, every day. I can't. I'm tired. He always says, go to the right. This is St. John 16, no, it's at 17:11. St. John 17:11. And now I am no more in the world. It's Christ talking. St. John 17:11. And now I am no more in the world, but these are in the world, and I come to thee. Holy Father, keep through thine own name those who thou hast given me, that they may be one as we are. While I was with them in the world, I kept them in thy name. Those that thou givest me, I have kept, and none of them is lost, but the son of perdition, that the scriptures might be fulfilled. None of them is lost, but the son of perdition. And now come I to thee, and these things I speak in the world, that they might have my joy fulfilled in themselves. I have given them thy word, and the world hath hated them, because they are not of the world, even as I am not of this world. I pray not that thou shouldest take them out of the world, but that thou shalt keep them from the evil. They are not of the world, even as I am not of the world. Sanctify them through thy truth. Thy word is truth. As thou hast sent me into the world, even so have I also sent them into the world. And for their sake I sanctify myself, that they also might be sanctified through the truth. That's talking about the apostles. Yeah. The fellowship. The world will not have peace. No. The name I just forgot about that guy, whatever his name was. And his buddy and the rest of them. There's no peace here. There will be no peace. Nice job. Trolls. Thanks for watching.